At the heart of Alto Adige in the Dolomites, a stone's throw from the natural park of Fanes Senes Braias. The electricity plant of St. Virgilio di Marebe has had to renew its old steel water piping that follows the course of the Rudo stream. The pipe that was laid down and covered more than 30 years ago has now deteriorated. The electrical company has looked for a solution, with the costs included, that did not involve excessive movement of earth. With the collaboration of Kastlunga Engineering, the traditional systems of new laying methods were carefully compared with the more innovative ones using no-dig technology. They selected the swage lining system proposed by Rotec. The costs were half, and the concerns of the local population were greatly reduced. The completion time was drastically reduced from 6 to 2 months, and the losses for the loss of electrical energy produced were almost offset. The reduced soil excavation guarantees a low environmental impact, a reduction in costs, and a significant reduction in the authorizations needed to complete the job. The electricity company was familiar with Rotec, an Italian company managed by Diringer and Scheidel Rosenierung GmbH & Co. KG. Rotec, the leader in the German market, specializes in the improvement and renewal of pipelines with no-dig systems, no excavation, with more than 120,000 meters of pipework replaced all over the world. To face this new challenge, Rotec brought together an international team. Leondel Basel, Nupigeco, and Togler Comets. Leondel Basel is one of the largest companies in the world for the production of plastic materials. They supply high-density polyethylene PE100, a material particularly appropriate for the production of pipelines for fluids under pressure. The raw material from which the tubing of the pipes is made must have essential characteristics in order to be able to respond to the extreme demands of laying the pipeline. Once the raw material was identified, it was then necessary to find a company that was not only able to produce a pipe with the nominal diameter of 950 millimeters, but also the related joints. Togler Comets, leader in the Alto Adige market for the distribution of plumbing products and for the waterworks, suggested the collaboration with Nupigeco, one of the most well-known manufacturers of high-quality pipes and joints in the world. It was the technical staff of Nupigeco that engineered the line and all the joints needed to complete this difficult task. The new pipeline must be inserted and perfectly adapted to the one already existing, made of steel, without causing any reductions in the flow rate. A lower flow would mean a lower production of electric energy. It is the first time in Europe that a pipe has been produced in high-density polyethylene in these particular dimensions. In the factory of Nupigeco at Castel Guelfo in Bologna, 100 lengths of pipe were produced for a total length of 1,340 meters. This job demanded the use of the company's extruders for 8 consecutive days, 24 hours a day. Only after passing the rigorous laboratory tests was the piping loaded on the lorries that will take it from the city up to the Dolomites. Awaiting the pipe at the site was the Italo-German technical team from Rotec that had to construct the polyethylene pipeline. The pipes were assembled using a special butt welding process. This procedure permits a monolithic pipeline without variations in diameter and thickness. It is not a simple procedure. Only qualified and highly specialized operators may carry out the necessary procedures to do the job. Moving pipes this size and weight is the trickiest part, but a coordinated team succeeded in making even the most insidious movements seem easy. The lengths of pipe were positioned and locked in place with some clamps. The pipe ends must be milled and lined up before inserting the heating element that heats the polyethylene to the temperature needed for welding. The temperature of the heater plate, combined with the hydraulic control unit that sets the welding pressure, makes it possible for the two pipes to be welded. So as not to restrict the flow rate of the pipe, And to make sure that it is inserted perfectly in the old steel pipe, the operator must remove the weld bead of each joint, weld by weld, both internally and externally. Once it is welded and the beads have been removed, the lengths of pipe are ready to be inserted in the existing pipelines. Before starting the final job, a test is performed by inserting a smaller pipe with a diameter of 900 millimeters into the steel pipe to be replaced. When the pipe is removed, one can be sure that there are no obstacles along the course. When the smaller 900 millimeter pipe, 12 meters long, crosses the entirety of the pipeline to be replaced, the necessary equipment can be prepared for the swage lining operations. This system of relining is based on the use of pipelines made from high-density polyethylene formed at the site with a thermomechanical system. Once the special machines are installed at the extremities of the line to be replaced, the restoration operation begins with the insertion of the new pipe made from polyethylene inside the old one of steel. The polyethylene pipe is heated and forcibly dragged through a tapered ring. The pipe outside diameter is thereby reduced by 10%. Once the outside diameter of the pipe is reduced, the pipe is pulled inside the steel pipe to be replaced by means of a hydraulic winch. In just 10 hours, the Rotex operators replaced 400 meters of pipe. Once the insertion of the steel piping has been completed, the tension on the polyethylene pipe is removed and the tapered ring is removed. The polyethylene pipeline gradually returns to its original dimensions, making it a perfect fit in the existing pipeline, like a sheath. The advantages of this system, at present little known in Italy but very practical, are the reduction in cost and the possibility of installing pipes for distances of up to 1 kilometer in length. Once the insertion is completed, the different line segments of piping are joined together by means of a welding by electrofusion process. This procedure uses special sleeve couplings that can be electro-welded. These are also 950 millimeters in dimension, and like the pipe, they are produced by Nupigeco. In just 2 months, Nupigeco and Rotec provided equipment and technology capable of producing and installing a pipeline of such large dimensions. Flexibility and technical capacity united to make this project possible. The first one, perhaps, of a long series of improvements to Italy's water network, reputed for being one of the oldest in Europe.